What's good, everybody? Welcome to Voice of the Era podcast. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And follow us on Rumble. Although we're not posting a lot over there, we will soon be there. Feel me? So today we're back. We had a long break, but let's keep it rolling, man. It's 2025. Happy New Year. And I hope y'all enjoy, man.
Happy New Year to all y'all.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
it's been a minute. Everybody's been working and stuff, but we back, like they said. We got my boy Kato here. So where I would just want to start off is like, just tell us a little bit about like your upbringing. Like basically like your upbringing and like what you doing now. And I'll have a follow-up question after that because of the MB. I met you because of Kels and Frio. So I have a following question because of that. But just talk about your upbringing and what you do and things like that.
Okay, first and foremost, a lot of niggas don't know I'm from Long Island.
Okay.
I'm really from Long Island. I grew up in the Bronx. My dad from the Bronx. Feel me?
Yeah.
So, like, I kind of got like a it's like two like best of both worlds type shit. Like I grew up in the city, but I also grew up in a like suburban type area. Don't get me wrong though, it was shaky, but for me it was like growing up like that, having the house split, and I'm also African as well.
Okay.
So my whole entire like culture, everything I do, kind of like it's very I'm very influenced
By the African culture.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but for the most part, bro, I do a lot of modeling. That's really like kind of like where I met everybody, kind of got known and shit like that. Like I started modeling for me, and then, it kind of branched out into me kind of like wanting to be more of a staple on some inspirational shit, motivational shit for me for the youth, because I was at one point a little YN for me. I was out here wild. I was out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, I got a voice and I got a platform where I could actually talk to niggas and they gonna understand, like, you feel me? Like, nah, like it's more to life than this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what I'm doing right now.
Okay. So like, what got you really into modeling for real? Like, how did you get connected into that world?
So my aunt, she owned a magazine, Inspire magazine.
Okay.
And then my other aunt, her younger sister, she was modeling for me.
Okay.
They was always telling me like, why you don't, So one day I was like, fuck it, I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Then I started doing research.
Okay.
Like looking up certain models, like looking at certain shit. And at first I thought it was just like old niggas do is just take pictures and just for me, like you want to look good and all that. I'm like, it's much more to it because you got models that do, like you got different genres of modeling. Like you got streetwear, you got business casual, you got some people who are just like, just a face. Like they just want to see their face, they want to see their hands, they want to see their feet, their legs, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just all different types of modeling. So I was like, fuck it, let me do it. And I like to get fly.
Yeah.
That was another thing too. I'm like, might as well get fly, take pictures for me, look good, why not? So that's really how I got into it.
Okay. There you got.
Yeah.
And then you want to.
So, I mean, because I know for sure, like coming up from where we come from, right? Modeling is not often seen as something to do as a career, right? So, how are you able to battle those steps into like being like, all right, cool, I'm gonna stand out from everybody else and I'm gonna just give it a try?
I think it was kind of like, cause it was impulsive. Like it wasn't like I was like waiting 3-6 months, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna model. You know what I'm saying? Like one day I was like, I'm doing it, and I was in college, so obviously I'm working on college. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, like graduate and shit like that. So what really made me like hone in on it was the fact that I knew that I could do it and my creativity would stand out. Like I feel like the way I dress, kind of like the way I do things, kind of like my whole aura, mantra, all that shit is just different from pretty much anybody else. Even if you're from New York, and I got a lot of New York influence, even if you're from New York, I feel like I could like, my shit's just different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be like, oh, that's some Kato shit. Like, it's not like, oh, he on some this type of, like, he on his, his type of time,
So let's say right now, because I know a lot of people who've tried to model, and sometimes it's people who are just Instagram models and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, they model for Vogue and everything, and stuff like that, right? So if I wanted to just get into modeling, what is the process? Like, how do I find the right agency to like basically help me get there? Because a lot of the times there's a lot of agencies that we do see where they take your money, but they don't do shit for you, really.
Yeah.
They make you pay to take a bunch of photos, build your resume a little bit, and it really never gets nowhere.
That's a fact.
So how would the next person actually find the right agency to help them get there?
So I'll be honest, I never was with an agency, like ever. Everything I did was kind of like word of mouth or like because I knew somebody.
Yeah.
Because that was my fear of like how you said, like you give agencies your money, you don't get this, you don't get that. And I know models who do agency, like that's all they do. But for me, like how you said, like Instagram model type of thing, like that's kind of like how I started off. Like I just started taking pictures, and then they seen it, and then from then on, I started getting like calls and like people wanting to be in certain videos or like certain. They're like, oh yeah, I want to shoot this. Let me just shoot you real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I say for anybody, it's just really about like your demographic at the time, like what you have around you, the people you have around you, and then whatever you feel comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not. That shit's not happening. Like I'm not wearing nothing crazy. Yeah. I'm not comfortable in it. I'm not doing
it. Yeah.
And then that's when I had to change my mindset about modeling. So like instead of me saying like I often don't even call myself a model because it's like I won't do there's certain shit I just won't do. So like not for nothing. It's like I just do what feels right when it feels right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I look at it more as a hobby instead of just saying like this is my career. You feel me? Because when you look at it as a career, in a way you kind of gotta kind of like
just work,
do this real quick. But yeah, I'm not wearing no G strings. I'm not wearing no mesh shirts. I'm not wearing all that shit's done with.
Okay. I know I have two of my friends who model, and they model professionally also. Like, and they model for Prada, model for Gucci, model for what's the guy name? Dapper Dan. They model for for Dapper Dan and stuff like that, right? So with them, I know them. They all are under an agency. You know, because I've seen like people. Some people do urban streetwear. You know, kind of other stuff. So what would you suggest for them like to go to, like, or where? All right. So for people who don't have an agency, how can they go about getting in there?
I would say like try to maximize your resources, like who you have. Like I have a lot of friends around me who like they on this shit with like Who Decides War and fucking Babe and like they for me. Like they have a good foundation. So like I would say connect with those people because I'm still in the process of doing that myself. I mean, I got friends who are designers. Anytime they got any types of drops, anything like that, or they doing any kinds of shoots, they hit me. So it's like I would say like maximize your resources and definitely go out and network with people because you never know who you're gonna meet. You know what I'm saying? Hence, while I'm here today, you never know who you're gonna meet. So you're gonna meet somebody. They might be the kind of person that's gonna it could be a person who's not really like interested in expanding with you, or it could be a person who's like, you know what, this person is driven. He's goal driven. You feel me? He's motivated. Let's see if we could work and do something.
Yeah.
And as far as in like income wise, right? How fast is the traffic? Because most people tell me that
I'm broke.
It's slow. Like I get told that all the time. That it's slow. Like, so how's the traffic when it comes to pay?
You want me to say like my personal, like me personally, or just period?
In general.
Yeah, general, yeah.
I
don't get too personal, man.
So I know a girl right now, she don't do a shoot without getting paid. So even if it's like some urban shit, like somebody want to like, oh yeah, either she want merch or she want bread. That is what I like. But certain people, you're gonna do a lot of free shoots. I ain't gonna lie, to this day, I do a lot of free shoots. There's some that I have gotten paid for. Like somebody be like, oh, I'll give you merch or I'll give you like an incentive of like this much, depending on if we use your picture here or there or whatever. But like this is the minimum we'll give you. If we use your picture, we'll give you this type shit. I would say the traffic is trash, bro. Like unless you really, like you said, you got people who do Gucci, Prada. Like if you on that type of time, you might see like, you might see a couple something. But I went to college with somebody and his agency paid like his rental while he was in school. They paid like a portion of his rent.
Like that.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but he on Gap, he on Old Navy, he in Target. I just seen them in Target the other day. I took a picture just like, were you here? Like, Target, I didn't even know you did that.
But because I know most people who I've seen, like, who have those major deals, a lot of the time is a certain aesthetic that they go for. So a certain height, a certain build. Your nose got to be a certain way. Either you got to have a butt chin. Literally, like they're very minute about everything, bro. So like, from what I've seen, like most people who I know that make a lot of money from it, it's like they don't look like the average person.
They look very unique.
And like it's crazy style. Because how you say that, because like even like Fashion Week in Paris, like you see like they going for more like tall, dark-skinned men.
You got to be dark.
Mainly, dark, like mainly from Africa. Blue. Like, you know, like I see all of that. I'm just like, wow, like it's crazy, you know? And it's like you said you just doing it for you, like, because you like it. It's your hobby. But, you know, I just wish, like, in the modeling agency, like, there was more, like like diversity of people, you know what I mean? And not just like a certain stigma, like, yo, like this is the norm that we going with, you know? So definitely.
I think the more and more like we've gotten past like colorism and all that shit and like Afrobeat and like Africans being included in a lot of stuff, like I think that like we're kind of getting over the hump. But then again, it's like it's iffy because now like everybody wants that tall, dark, for me, 6'5", 6'6", you know what I'm saying? Slender, you know what I'm saying? Chiseled jawline. Like it's more so about like, all right, this is what's gonna sell. Is it genuine? Probably not. But at the same time, it's like, at least we got a field now.
Yeah.
At least we have like
some awareness.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like a spotlight now. But diversity is whatever everybody like. We all like Ice Spice last year.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Shorty she's hot, sweet. She's not even Ice Spice no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Her case, I ain't, it's kind of, her case is like, I think she sold like sex appeal more than her actual art.
song. Yep.
So, because you see, like every time like she has concerts, you see instead of her like really performing,
she's just
rapping the whole song,
shaking her butt,
turn around, shake her butt.
Yep,
I like it, and she was for me.
It was good though. Like,
I like it.
Man. But you see, so she was like slim, thick.
Yeah,
it sold.
Yep.
And then I don't know what happened. She got healthy, and everybody's like, ain't shaking, ain't moving the way it used to.
Yeah.
I think too is her the orange afro.
Yeah.
You had some people who was like, oh, I hate when she wear it like that, but I'm not gonna lie.
That's what made her
pop.
Like,
that made her buzz.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Everybody
don't change who you are, man. Like, you gotta. There's something like I was watching Nightcap yesterday, and something Shannon Sharp said was like, yo, like the NFL was part of him, but it didn't make him. It wasn't who he was. And like you said, like that afro, like that was her look. You know what I mean? Like, and now she's just trying to change it. It's just crazy.
Yeah, bro.
With that being said, right? So you see how like authenticity sells a lot. So how would people refute it when like they started modeling a certain way, like just being their authentic self, and then they tell you, okay, you got to wear something like a dress. What is the way to go about it? Do you tell them, no, I ain't wearing that shit, or they got to be like a way where you could wiggle around it where it don't affect your portfolio when you're trying to get booked for the next gig?
So I got like two stories like that where they were paid events. Like it was like, you know, like I'll pay you to do this, right? Yeah. And it was a underwear line, you feel me? And I'm not gonna say who but it was an underwear line. And I mean he sold other stuff, but whatever. So he actually like, yo, would you mind taking pictures? And at first I'm like, my mom immediately was like, hell no. And I was like, let me at least see the underwear. He was like, oh, I can send you some. Wear the underwear, whatever. Matter of fact, it wasn't even him, it was a girl. She was speaking on behalf of him. So I was like, all right, cool. That was another thing. So I was like, man, it's a shorty. He sent the underwear. Yo, I kid y'all not, bro. That shit stopped like probably like right here. Like right here, bro. And I'm like, for one, I hate to be disrespectful. So, but I hate to feel like I'm being disrespected. So I just basically told him like, I'm not comfortable in this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing against y'all. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure y'all found somebody gonna wear it. They did. And listen, I feel like it's just be honest. Like just tell me like, I'm not really comfortable wearing this because it's like, you know, I mean, I feel like maybe if they would call me a couple years before, I would have blocked.
Yeah.
Yo, I sent me this. I would, you know what I'm saying? I probably would have, I would have some, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's just be honest. Tell them like, I'm not comfortable wearing this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to wear no shit that stop right here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a grown ass man. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know certain people speak about like how when they often deny those things that they get like blacklisted.
Because
is that like a common thing like in that industry where it happens all the time where if somebody say, nah, they're not doing this, like they block them from getting other gigs?
I wouldn't say other gigs. I say it depends. Like I think if you tell somebody like, oh, I think that goes like kind of with like anything though, like even music too. Like if you're not trying to do something for somebody, I feel like that particular person can like maybe like, I don't know, smut your name a little bit. So I feel like it kind of happened with anything. Modeling for sure, because I mean, if somebody asks you like, hey, you know, somebody goes to somebody like, oh yeah, this person, you know, I booked them, and you know, they didn't really want to wear what I had, and then it starts adding on like other shit to kind of like amplify the smut. Like, oh yeah, he ain't want to wear I'm gonna hide. And he said, and he did this. And then when I asked him, he did that too. Like, so I think maybe like that aspect, but that happens everywhere. So it's like, it's kind of hard to say if it's just modeling, period.
Yeah.
It's happening everywhere.
Yeah, because I remember my brother, he used to model, fuck it, we could say the brand now. That brand is getting sued like a motherfucker. And they got to pay a bunch of them. They got a whole Netflix special about the brand. So one of my brothers, he modeled for Abercrombie and Fitch. They had a specific type of look he had to have. And at that time, my brother had got big.
Yeah.
Because he was in the gym a lot. So he had got stocky. And luckily, he still got the gig.
Yeah.
Right? But shave every day, bro. Like, you got to shave every day. Maury, he has like European features. Right? I said his name. But yeah, so my brother, he has like European features. So it's like specifically you have to have that. And Maury's like 6'2", 6'3".
Yep.
So you had to have that built. And then they told him like he had to lose a certain kind of weight in order to even be in there.
Yeah, nah.
Because I guess they had the brand that he was like working for, they had a specific type of look that you just had to have. If you don't have that, you don't even get there.
Yeah.
And he was like one of the shortest one out of all of them. All of them was like 6'5", 6'6", and up. All tall, slim, skinny. Some of them look like they didn't even eat in ages.
See,
and they had to have a look like that.
That can't be me, bro.
Couldn't do that one, bro.
Yeah.
So, you gotta take me.
Like, how you are, yeah.
So for them, sometimes they will even have them model at the stores. So they will be there shirtless.
Nah.
With the jeans on. You know what I mean? Or they gotta have a certain type of tight outfit on. Right? But the thing is, they always had like a European kind of style of a look. So although it might be tight, it's stylish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they had to have customers who sometimes try to touch them.
Oh, no.
And they can't say nothing.
Oh,
have you ever been around like stuff like that where that actually happened? Where they actually have people even walk up to the models, touch the models, or touch the clothes or the fabric, stuff like that.
I only ever seen like people like out, like maybe like a pop up. I've seen one of the pop up. I went to a Supreme fashion show a couple years ago, and he had like models like actually like out. Like, I mean, they weren't shirtless, but they had like, the fit on, but they would just stand there, but man, nobody tried to touch them. I feel like that's some like
that's disrespectful, bro.
That's like some that's like some weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Rock star shit. Oh no.
Because I heard stories, bro, like where they're modeling at the store, they're standing in one post, not moving, right?
For hours.
And anybody, anybody would dead ass just touch them. The ladies would do it sometimes, and sometimes guys would do it.
That happened here in the U.S.?
Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy.
And they can't say nothing. And some people, like, you can't really control everybody, so some people will do weird stuff. They're not going to just touch you, they're going to try to grab you. So, yeah, I've heard of shit like that. I'm like, nah, ain't no way, bro. I can't do that.
Probably, I'm not going to lie. See, like, something like that, not saying nah, let me take it back. I would kind of do, it depends, bro. Like, if I'm, like, on top of, like, some shit, and, like, maybe I got to stand there, they can't touch me. And I just got to stay in there, I might do it. Do that.
They ain't going to do that.
Do it for a couple hours.
That shit, bro.
But, like, having me down there, and then you could touch me, and I can't say, like, you can't move either. Like, they just got to just.
They just be there, smiling.
Oh, nah.
Or sometimes keep a straight face, you feel me?
What if a nigga tickle you? What might tickle you?
The fuck?
That's though, like. What you supposed to do? Like,
so Papa to do for tickling?
Like, come over there, like try to put their finger in your ears and shit. I'm supposed to just let that rock.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's weird.
But yeah. So, as far as modeling, right? I mean, aside from modeling, is there other aspirations that you do have that you do want to pursue?
The main thing right now is I wanna be an advocate for the youth. I wanna be like well, I mean, I wanna say I wanna be like, I feel like I am. I just want to be like an inspiration, a staple, some type of like symbol of peace for, the young generation coming up as far as like, well, in specifics, at-risk teens and shit like that. Because, we're in an epidemic right now of YNs. You know what I'm saying? And the problem is that I grew up where I had a lot of OGs. I had a lot of, older guys around me that would steer me in the right direction. And they don't, right? And essentially, we supposed to be that. And this world is like in a weird place, so it's kind of hard for us to focus on that. Because we focusing on figuring out our life, our lives. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the biggest thing. Like, I want to be like, I want to do programs and, you know what I'm saying, I want to like shine light on that because, the youth is the next, like that's the next generation. So after us, it's them. Okay. And if they not right, how we, you know what I'm saying, how is the world going to go on if we not, you know what I'm saying?
So like you say you want to build programs and stuff, right? Like how would that come about? Like, cause like even when I had like over the break, like I remember I had went to a little meeting like at the mosque. Like my man's invited me. His uncle was hosting it, and there was college kids there, right? Talking about like they wanted to know like what's the disconnect between like the older people and the younger people, like like because you got older people like at the mosque, like they want to like they tell you about certain stuff about the religion and stuff like that, but you have people that grew up here, so it's very different from back home, right? Where like they got the traditions and the customs and stuff like that, but they grew up very different than us. Like we grew up here, we learning a whole new different thing, a whole new different system, and it's not the same. Like, and I remember there was somebody there. It was like, yo, like, y'all gotta understand that we grew up here, and there's certain things that y'all gotta learn too. You can't just think that you know everything and think that we gotta abide by it, right? So, like, how do you feel like you can build that program, and like, how do you feel like you'll be able to reach the YNs?
I think the first step, and I've kind of already taken that first step, is by being seen. Okay. Like you gotta be there. Like you can't. Like I could get on Instagram or I could, holler at them every once in a while and try to say like, yeah, bro, you gotta do this. Like availability, I gotta be seen. Like they gotta be able to see what I'm doing. They gotta feel it. Like I had, my old homies, like they came with me to college. Know what I mean? Like from my block, they come to school with me, come see what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like if I could bring you here and you see it and you want to do it, then I feel like I did my job. If I could just get one of y'all to understand. Now I can't make it that they all
do something. Do
it, but like that's like the first step, like being seen. Also like relating. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to come off as if I got it all figured out or I know what I'm talking about or you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still learning every day. Like it's a new trial every day. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't want to. Because that could be overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Nah, maybe look at it from this standpoint. All right, this don't work for you. All right, maybe look at it from this standpoint. Yeah. And that comes from compartmentalizing your experiences and knowing who you're speaking to, knowing how to speak to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's the first step though.
Okay.
So what would you think would be like the perfect approach for me, for a YN that's like uncooperative, like a YN that's like think they know everything? Or they don't want to hear from anybody because they figured that they grew up on their own and they did things on their own and it worked and they always worked for them. How would you go about it with communicating with them?
So I'm gonna talk to them regardless, but at that point you kind of gotta let it happen. Like you gotta let them go through it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I was. Like my parents could tell me stuff. My aunt, they call my family. Everybody could tell me something, but until I fall flat on my face, that's when it's like, all right. Certain things you take like, all right, this makes sense. Other things is like, I don't know what they talking about, I know what I'm doing. So I think in that specific like scenario, like definitely just have to, you gotta let them experience, you gotta let them see it. Because if you just try to overwhelm them and be like, no, it's gonna push them further away. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. At least that's what I've experienced and how I was. So it's like I feel like if an approach to somebody like that who's just uncooperative on his bullshit, for me, let them figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Let them fall on their face. But the commitment that I have to it is that regardless of how far you fall or how hard you fall, I'm gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you don't gotta feel like, oh yeah, like I'm disappointed in you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be here to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, now let's guide you and get you on the right track. I
think that's one of the hardest parts with a lot of young bulls because, bro, a lot of them are always gonna be difficult. But then again, at the same time, I kind of understand it because I was already hard headed when I was younger, so I always looked at it like, bro, like this is who I am, man. Accept it or not. At the end of the day, I'm gonna move how I move. I'm gonna survive.
Yeah,
feel me? So, but with me, I always had older brothers who were able to guide me. So I've been privileged enough to have that. Most people don't have it. Yeah. So for them, it's like, how do I say? It's like they're hiding behind like a cage. Like, how do I say? It's like they're afraid to show any kind of vulnerability in order for them to like evolve as a person. So they feel like if they let somebody in, that person might hurt them because they've previously experienced that from the past and the past and the past.
Yep. They on survival mode.
Yeah. So for some of them, they haven't had their dad in the home.
Exactly.
Or the only times that they dad like made promises to them, they just like really never really came back.
Yeah.
Dad like, yo, I'll be back, yo. I got you. Tomorrow I'm gonna come. They don't show up. So they kind of have that abandonment issue. So that causes them to like really react a lot of the times. But me, I was hard-headed, man. I was like, you know what, man? I like doing this. The adrenaline, and that's what and that's what really kicks in a lot of times for people. But I had my older brother who always had a way of like contacting me or like communicating, like, yo, look, don't go about it this way. Chill out from this. I don't think you should be going here and doing this because I understand that, yo, if you go there, you might end up not coming back.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And a lot of times the way how to go about it, like me and my brother, when we always spoke, it was something like, yo, we don't want to lose you. And that's just really what it is. So if you really do care about us, also don't go and start doing these kind of things, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it just it's all about making them feel comfortable and making them feel safe to be able to communicate with you, really, honestly speaking.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, you don't want to overwhelm them. You feel me? Like when I grew up and everybody was like, you know, it's a lot of chatter. Everybody's trying to tell you like, yeah, do this, do that, do this, do that. Right? You young, so like your mind can't even comprehend some of the shit that they saying or some of the, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't even know what you doing. You know what I mean? You just out here.
Yeah.
But the number one thing that happened that changed my perspective entirely was, like you said, the ability to trust. You know what I mean? Like I was able to trust my family. I was able to trust the people around me. And once I got to a point where it was like, all right, now like the ball kind of in my court, like I gotta, you feel me? It's either I'm gonna go left or right. What I'm gonna do? Being able to trust the people around me made the decision a lot easier because I don't want to be locked up. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be dead somewhere. I don't want niggas yelling free me and nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like I want to be out here. I want to be out here living life. You know what I mean? Like if I see myself, like if 16-year-old me, 17-year-old me see me right now, probably be like, nah, what's going on?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So
I'll never forget. Like, because a lot of people I grew up with, most of them right now are either deceased or in jail. So I remember the thing is, because when I was younger, I had my coach actually tell me, this is way before he even became my coach. He always like to see me on the block chilling on the corner at the deli, everybody from the hood just doing whatever. And he always see me, and every time we in class, I don't talk to nobody. He's like, yo, like, what's good with you? So one day he see me running, playing ball, and then playing football. He's like, yo, you fast, man. I'm like, yeah. And that's when he like hollered, like, yo, like, I'm about to be the new coach for the track and field team. I want you to join. I'm like, join what? Like, join the track team. I'm like, yo, bro. I looked at him like, yo, how the hell do I look like wearing tights, bro? Yeah. And running around in circles, bro. And he's like, yo, I'm telling you, man, like, you fast and you're natural. You should do it. You try it out. And I was like, nah, this dude, man, nigga chatting out his ass. I'm not doing that shit. Then I just kept hanging out in the corner. And he comes one day and he just sees me there. And he called me to the side. He's like, yo, he's like, where you from? I'm like, I'm from here. He said, nah. I'm like, where are your parents from? I'm like, we're from Africa, we're from Ivory Coast. He's like, yo, is your parents okay with you hanging out with these guys over here on the block? I'm like, they just like me, so what does that mean? He's like, nah, but he's like, yo, like, they doing the same thing every day, either drinking or smoking. It's like, yo, y'all teenagers, why y'all doing that?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it is what it is. He's like, yo, he was like, in 5 years from now, some of these guys are going to be doing the same shit. Some of them are going to be in jail. Some of them are going to be dead. And some of them are going to be on the block forever.
That's a fact.
And he was like, and one out of all of them may be able to make it and succeed. And that one could be able to change their minds. So he was like, what do you want to be?
Damn. And
that shit like hit me.
Shout out to you,
It'd
coach.
Be like that. It'd be like
shout out to coach, man.
Yeah. But it's the thing though, when he said it, I'm like, man, fuck out of here, man. Chatting out his ass. Fuck this nigga, bro. And then the next day, go to the same block again, we chilling. The day after that, go to the same block again, we chilling. And I'm like, yo, I want to make money, bro. I was doing certain shit, making my quick change, but I'm like, I want to make more money. I can't be here.
Yeah.
So then I like try to talk to everybody. I'm like, yo, I think it's other shit we could do to make some bread for me, do everything legit. stay out of here and stop doing the same thing over and over again, seeing the same people over and over again, bro. And then at the same time, getting into fights, people know where you stand at all the time. Some people come, air it off, go crazy. So I'm like, yo, I don't think we should even be doing this shit no more, bro. There's other shit we could do. Then I was like, yo, we should start throwing parties. Wasn't with it. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And could rap. We out there freestyling, he's battling. Shit is lit.
Yeah.
Feel me? And they didn't want to change. I'm like, all right, man, it is what it is. So I went ahead and I tried out for the track and field team. I made the team. After that, like, I just kept going there consistently and stopped hanging out with these dudes. And they were still doing the same shit over and over and over again. While I'm running track and field, I wasn't even able to run from my school because I had my academics was horrible. I was skipping class, never taking shit serious, just moving however. But I got to run like club nationals. I got to run junior Olympics, got into clubs and all of that shit.
Damn.
So I was able to do all of that. And still I was evolving. Now we graduate from high school, start college, he's still there. And we start hearing 2 months later, one person, 3 months later, another person, 4 months later, oh, this dude got 10 years in jail. It's like, damn. It's like everything the coaches are saying is playing out right in front of us, bro.
Really?
And I'm just like, what the?
Yep.
So everybody don't have that person to talk to them and tell them that. You get what I'm saying? Like I had my brothers who always guided me and did the best that they could. But my coach saying that to me made a huger impact because he was like, yo, like, there's more to life than just this, bro.
Yeah. And it's crazy how you say that because, like, there's certain people that don't know how important they are in people's lives until, like, somebody tells them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, like you said, you had your coach, you had your family, you had your OGs. You feel me? Me, I had my counselors at school. I had my uncle, my pops. Who else? Like, and of course, like certain friends, like that were more mature than me at the time. And it was just this one person that I'm always grateful for to this day. That was like, yo, like that didn't change like how I think, how I move, how I do things, right? Like I even seen yesterday, Boozy, like there was a teacher, she had a daughter, and they like they was on a show and whatever, but like she called her mom. She's like, yo, he was like, yo, you don't know how much you changed my life. Like we talking about Boozy here, like, you know, from Louisiana. Like he's like, yo, you don't know how much you changed my life. Like I used to do poetry and stuff like that in your class, and you know, now I'm rapping. Like I'm thankful for you. Like people don't know how important they are to certain people. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's really, really important. Like if you out here and you like with a youth, and like you're inspiring them and you're guiding them and you're talking to them and you're always there for them, like keep doing that because like it's gonna pay off, you know. So
yeah, that's a fact. That's why like we have platforms like this, like with the podcast, where we just speak our minds freely, regardless of how people feel about it, man. People are always gonna like jab at you. They're gonna tell you how much they don't like you. They're gonna curse you however much they want to, but they still watching. We love y'all though. Keep running them views up. Feel me? And that's a part of it, man. So that's the same thing goes with talking to the youth. You're gonna talk to them one time. Some of them may listen. Sometimes it might take you 100 times to talk to them. Some of them may not listen. Sometimes all of them are not gonna listen. But you never know. That one person you can inspire millions of people. So there's no telling. So you will still get the good deeds for being able to help one person out of a million. Because you never know. That one person that you do help out may be able to help out the whole nation. So that's something that we always advertise for, especially for young black men, especially with this platform, because we do not really have support from everybody as we think we do. You feel me? Like we always got to get out, go outside, go to work, not knowing if we're going to make it back home. And it's just like all of these things, like just feeling attacked all the time or feeling like you're not needed or feeling like, okay, the world don't really accept you because of your skin color and your gender. So it's really hard for most people to be able to speak out, especially young black men. So for us, like, it's an honor for us to even have you here because that opens doors for other people to like see that, okay, cool, like this is a platform for everybody to be able to vocalize themselves and stuff like that.
Don't gotta be just a gangster or rapper. Like there's other lanes to go into. Like you said, like podcasting, modeling, even trying to be an influencer, like I know a lot of influencers that's getting, not influencers, but like a motivational speaker. Like I know a lot of motivational speakers that's getting paid, bro.
That's a fact.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's mad lanes, but it's just certain people just stuck to what they see and what they know. And, you know, it's like you said, it's time to change that. You know what I mean? I had another question, because, you know, you MB and whatever. So that's a music group, by the way. It's not no gang, guys. That's how I met him, because my brother Kels and Frio, like they make music, you know. So anytime there's a music video or like even like events, like I'll see him there, you know. So Kato, he was like, yo, like he seen what me and Dave was doing with the podcast. So he's like, yo, he went to do it and be part of it, you know. And that's what it's about. Like, you know, just having people see what you're doing, networking, like he said, and, you know, just speaking and stuff like that. But how did that come about? Like, how did you meet Kels and Frio, and how did that MB movement come about?
So Make Billions was already like a thing before I even met them.
Okay.
They already had it kind of like put together.
Mm-hmm.
I met them, I did a shoot for Cap USA.
Okay.
With my son Kyle, Tell Your Friends. So I met Kyle's there, and then immediately we just
clicked,
locked in.
Yeah.
It's almost like I knew the nigga for years.
Yeah.
For me, so we just locked in. And then for me, he was telling me about Make Billions, and I'm listening to their music. I'm like, nah, that shit fire. Like, you feel me? Like, and it's like, it felt like a lot of the shit that we went through, like it was the same shit before I even knew these niggas. I'm like, nah, like these niggas is, for me, like it just felt, it was a different type of feeling. But me and Kels, me and Frio, me and everybody, like even me and you, like it was just like it felt like another family type vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody showed love to one another. We putting on for one another. But Make Billions itself, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, I know the name Make Billions sound like it's all about making money. Like it's just like, oh, we're gonna make billions. Like, yeah, of course that's a part of the goal. Like who don't want to make money? But it's so much more to it. Like it's swag, it's, you feel me? Like it's just the aura, the essence, the ambiance, everything. It's a whole entire movement. And I feel like, you know, everybody that's a part of Make Billions shares that in their own way. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got like a unique style to them.
Exactly. It all comes back this way. You know what I'm saying? Like we could go this way, whatever, but it all comes together
full circle
for Make Billions. So, but yeah, that's how definitely I remember, bro. You know, those my dogs right there.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what do you think the future holds for Make Billions, though?
I think it's as far as we take it. I think it's, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Make Billions right now, because we have, you know, it's kind of been put on hold because, you know, things is going on. Everybody got their own thing.
Yeah.
It always comes back to Make Billions. I think the future is definitely this year, especially this year. It's a lot of shit in store. I mean, a lot of new music coming out, a lot of visualizers, a lot of creative directions gonna be coming out. But I could just see it being one of those things where people look at us like a, you know, just a creative, like a, you know, it's like an ASAP Mob or something like that. You feel me? Like, but just on the, not necessarily just trying to be like ASAP Mob, but some people are gonna look at it as that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you got members in here. For me, like my son Briss, he just dropped. So make sure y'all tune in. For me, my son Kel about to drop real soon. Frio just dropped the tape like a month and a half ago.
Facts.
You feel me? Or 2 months ago. So it's like, you know, it's so many different avenues that are part of Make Billions. Like even my podcast with Yaye, for me, Selling Faith. That's about to go up. So it's a lot of different avenues that we Make Billion kind of goes in. You know what I'm saying? So I could definitely see it going up for sure.
Okay. That'd be dope. So with Make Billions, right? So we know that y'all make music now. So what are other things specifically that each person like bring to the table that makes it whole?
So well, Cousin Frio, you know, they make music. Briss make music. They're the rappers. Cal make music. But I think I guess as far as like something else, again, like the fashion, everybody's fly. For me, like everybody's fly, everybody's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. My son Mel, you know, he got the who is
his own brand,
you know what I'm saying? So that's a part of Make Billions too. Even though it's his own proprietary brand, it's a part of the umbrella. It's under the Make Billions umbrella. Yeah. So, fashion, art, for me, creative direction, like everything. Just how we go, just the way, you know, like I said, it's been on hold for a little minute, but the way that we orchestrated things thus far, you know what I'm saying? Like the way we, you know, photo shoots and shit like that, the way we've done things is kind of like, it's leading up to that. You know what I'm saying? We kind of laying the foundation down. And, but yeah, definitely everything that everybody else is doing individually that leads back to make billions, fashion, art, podcast, motivation, all that shit. That's all, like, jack of all trades, for me.
What's up?
That's dope. So wait, Make Billions, where did it originate from?
It originated in Harlem.
In Harlem?
Yeah, in Harlem, yeah. So,
From like where though? Where in Harlem?
I guess you could say Kel's block, for me, 7-5. You see over there, feel me, the dog. But he, it's a whole, it's you know what's crazy? I feel like, cause he not here, it's hard to like.
Yeah, tell me to explain. Yeah, we gonna get him up here though.
Cause it's a whole, like, I know the story, but I feel like I'm not the one to be telling
it. Yeah, they gotta tell it.
I feel like I gotta tell from my part started, but it's a whole monster to it. But to see where it's at now, like, for me, from when we met, like, it's definitely like,
it's getting there.
Taking these leaps and elevating and shit.
I can personally say, like, it came a long way, like, cause I knew Frio and Kels since middle school. Cause they in the same grade as my brother, same age, all that. So I knew them since middle school. So to see where they at now, it's amazing to see. And like the journey, like you said, it's not easy, but they're pushing to go over the boundary and over the limit. So like it's good to see, man. Like even seeing Make Billions, like I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, you know, they starting a little movement, you know. So it's good to see. It's good to see.
Because the way we do things it's like, it's peculiar. Like, it's not like, it's very unique. It's very like, it's odd. I mean, it's not like how everybody does things.
It's not the norm. Like, it's not. You
got all these groups, all these, you know, they do things, and it's like, I've seen this before. You know what I'm saying? Hence why it is a little bit more difficult to like push out certain things, especially because you want it to be different. You don't want it to be like everybody else. Because once something gets oversaturated, you get overlooked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and authentically, that's how we are, being unique. So it's like, we want to make sure that when we do things, we do it in a way that we express that entirely without it feeling like there might be a missing piece here or a missing piece there. Like, we want that shit glued together. Like I said, different avenues come together. You know what I'm saying? We got everybody from different areas, everybody from different places. Niggas in Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Harlem, for me, Long Island. You know what I'm saying? So you got everybody coming from different areas, and they're putting our ideas together and creating something completely different, completely unique. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so how many members y'all have in it?
It's like 12 of us.
Yeah.
Ballpark. I'm not about to say and count because I can't. I'm not like that math.
I think it's a good 12, 14.
Yeah, like 12. Like 12.
Yeah, like I remember like one day my brother, because y'all did like I don't want to say too much, but they did, you know, the Brady Bunch? That show, the Brady Bunch?
No, I don't think I know.
Brady Bunch, bro?
It's a show basically. I
watch TV, man.
Bro, how you know the Brady Bunch?
Bro, Brady Bunch was our childhood, bro. All right, so basically,
watch the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, bro.
I got time. Yo, when was the last time you ever see me saying, "Yo, you watch this show"?
Yeah,
understood.
But it's basically
I work
like
24/7. Like I'm
understood.
What was the concept? Yeah, so it's basically like it's a show basically about a family, a huge family.
Yeah,
like 12 of them basically. But the way like the show would start off, like they'll be like in a box, like it'll be different family members in a box, and they did something similar to that, and I never seen that before. That's why I was like, yo, that's very different.
Creative.
But and they was coming out with, you know, their own sweatsuit MB line for like the members and whatever, and like I seen the video, I'm like, oh, like this is tough, like, you feel me? So like I see what he's saying, like how they doing something different. Because I never seen that before, you know? So
and we added our own twist on it too. That's another thing. Like, obviously, there's gonna be some type of influence coming from somewhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this world is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a beautiful place, you feel me? And there's a lot of things here. So you're gonna see it, you're gonna get influence, but when we did that, we wanted to make sure that when we did it, it was unique to us. You know what I mean? Like, authentic to us. Like, to the point where it's like, all right, boom. Like you said, it's the Brady Bunch, but like, just Make Billions though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even how we did the description, like we all put where we was from, and we all put like a little fun fact, you know what I'm saying? Some funny shit. You know, that way that people, you know us and feel like personable with us. You know what I'm saying? So that was.
So how does it go with like the roles in the group? Do everybody
no.
understand their role, or do everybody butt heads all the time?
Nah, it's
like how does that go? Because often in groups, that's like the cultural norm everywhere.
Yeah.
There's always disagreements. So how do y'all go about those kind of things when one person want to do something and the other don't want to do it? How do y'all reach a final like resolution to that whole thing?
Well, because it's when we do music videos, we have to also be respectful to artists. You know what I mean? So you could be like, oh yeah, we should do this. But nigga, I made the song. How you gonna tell me what I feel like my vision is? You know what I'm saying? But like you said, like there's no roles at all. Like there's no roles. Everybody brings what they bring. You know what I mean? So if one day, shit, I mean, I'm probably never gonna rap. But if, you know what I'm saying, if there's something that the group needs and I could be the person to bring that for the group at that time, and it's the best idea that we could all collectively agree on, then you know, that's what we do. Yeah. But when we do have disagreements. Yeah. It be times where the chat be dry for like a month and a half, 2 months. And nobody talking. And the last conversation we had was like, you know, we didn't do this. But I think everybody's so creative within the group that it's like, it's not nothing that we're not gonna be able to eventually.
We do, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We have a very, like I said, we have a very, like, I feel like the individual we have in there, once that spark hit and people could see it and feel it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when to the point where like it becomes a tangible, it's gonna be like, damn, like, for me, I feel like everybody gonna see it and they're gonna enjoy it, they're gonna fuck with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would say for sure, like, whenever it comes to teams, groups, just like how you explained it, it's always great to keep it that way, keep it grounded, and everybody just understands the mission.
Yeah.
The more everybody understands the mission, the more like everything's gonna work out. Yeah. The more everybody's more loyal and honorable with each other, the more everything's gonna work out. Because those are like usually like one of the hardest things to really overcome. Even like especially in times where like whatever movement I have, when it get clout, those are usually when like everybody's really tested.
Exactly.
Because by then now, y'all on now.
Yeah.
One person may feel like they Drake sometimes, bro. And it's like sometimes it takes one person to tell them like, yo, or the whole team to tell them like, yo, humble yourself. We all move together.
Exactly.
We all need to move as a unit. If one goes here, then we all go there. That's how we all roll. And that's one of the hardest things in teams and groups. Because I've been in teams, groups. I've done a bunch.
Yeah.
And over time, I learned to realize, because I had a conversation with my brother. My brother's like, you're meant to be in a team, but you're meant to be in a team where people all understand their positions. You understand your position of what you provide. They understand the position of what they provide, and they also have the same goal as you, and you have the same goal as them.
Exactly.
If y'all all have the same goal, things will work out. If y'all don't have the same goals, it's not gonna go nowhere.
Yep.
And that's like one of the hardest things to like establish and learn and stuff like that. Like
that's within the world too. Like we gotta understand like that we need each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing that we could do alone. For me, like all this, you know, like, oh, I got out the mud by myself. I know it sound cool, it sound cute and shit, but it's like I'll be the first person to admit I need people. I need my family. You feel me? I need my friends around me. I need the motivation. I need it. Like I can't even say like I don't. For me, like shit. I'm 24. I'll be 25 next month. A couple years. I need a wife. I need it. You need a woman in your life, bro. So I feel like once we even just learn that from that, like those that basic, like yo, bro, like we need people, like we need each other, and we just learn to embrace that. Like I feel like that's what's gonna actually. Most people are gonna start to evolve more because once you embrace that, bro, you got somebody that's willing to tell you like, listen, I see you doing this, I see you doing that, you could do this better. I know sometimes it come off like, oh, fuck that, I don't need nobody, I don't need to do, you know what I'm saying? You might not like the criticism, you might not like that, but at the end of the day, you need people, bro. We need each other. That's how God made the world.
Yeah.
He ain't put us on this planet together just for us to be, you know what I'm saying, doing shit by ourselves.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? A cook need niggas to eat his food to tell niggas that it's good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Word.
That's
how shit go.
So I'll tell people too, sometimes it's always good to try out the independent role if you can. Don't hold everything towards people whenever you're doing things. That's one of the things I learned from being in teams where I'm like, okay, this is how I need to go about it. Even if everyone do know their position, if one person may not produce the way they're supposed to produce, it's okay. If I could do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
It's no hassle. As long as the goal is still the same and we're always gonna achieve what we need to achieve, it's not really a big deal. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the hardest parts with people to like compromise with. Because most of the time people are like, damn man, they feel like they doing everything and everybody else is not contributing. And when people have that mindset, a lot of the times it kind of like messes up the team. It's like, damn, bro, like maybe they could be going through something and you don't even know it. You never asked them, you never hit them up to be like, yo, what's going on? Are you okay?
Exactly.
Is everything good with the family? You never know what somebody going through. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people just pass judgment very fast and not really think about what the person is going through. And you never know. I mean, you may be that person to help them out, and that's gonna make them even outwork you. You get what I'm saying? So those be like the hardest things with teams and stuff like that. And that's one thing I like learned with teams, and I'm like, okay, cool. I tried the independent route, and I understand that the independent route is good. I could do it, but I cannot do it consistently.
It's not.
You can't do it
It's not
consistently,
sufficient.
It's not
You're
sustainable.
gonna grow gray hair, man. I'm growing gray hair now. Like, you feel me? You can't do it consistently, man. And that's one thing that's hard.
Even when you network, you need somebody else. You need to network with somebody else to get to where you possibly want to get to. So you need people, bro. For me,
that's what I be doing. Networking, to me now, I'm an OD introvert. I don't even talk with people like that, man. I'm always just in my own zone. If we cool, we cool. If we not, we not. I say hi to people and just not even talk because I don't really want to even like interfere with whatever they got
going on.
Some people may see it as, you know, he being an asshole, he being cocky. Nah, it's just that's my comfortable realm. Now, if I feel like, okay, I want to talk, okay, we can talk or whatever. So it's always been difficult with me with networking when I was like up and coming. When we was doing touring with DJs, I was doing I was the creative director, filming all the content from concerts and all of that, and then going to doing events. Like networking was one of the best things that I ever did when I joined. It was a team that I had joined. It was called MME at the time. So it was under one management, and one of the things that my boy Mocha, he had told me, he was like, yo, bro, he said, even if you don't want to talk with them, bro, just shake their hand. Like that speaks a lot of volume about you. Shake their hands, look them in the eyes and shake their hands. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't forget that. They will remember you from somewhere you never know. And we were doing that all the time. I was starting to break out of my comfort zone now, shaking people's hands, having conversations with them. And then they start asking me mad questions like, oh, yo, where you from? What you do? And it just start happening like that. And then next thing you know, when I'm like at an event where I don't even got the tickets or nothing, they at the door like, oh, nah, he good. Get him in. You feel me? So like, those are like the powers of just like being able to like be in rooms and shake people's hands and show them respect and stuff like that. You never know what position people hold. So you got to be very wise with how you act or treat people. Because sometimes they might take that energy as a stink energy, bro. And that's what it is, bro. And that's one thing I learned with Mocha, and I'm grateful for that, man. I appreciate you, Mocha. Like, for real. That's something that to this day, like, I'm still an introvert. I could still not like somebody and still have a good conversation with them and not make anything personal. And that was like the biggest gift I ever learned from that shit. So networking definitely helped. Y'all got to try the cigar bar, man.
The cigar bar?
Yeah, the best place to network, man. I go there all the time. Go there all the time.
With my brother, with my cousin-in-law. I did that with my cousin-in-law. It was dope.
Cigar. So you just go there, light your cigar. It's just like a regular bar.
Yeah, it's like this, basically. And they got a cigar. You get a cigar. You can watch TV, talk.
Literally. You never know who you see in there.
It's in the city?
That's everywhere, man.
The city, Jersey, everywhere, bro.
Cigar bar.
So it is a cigar bar.
It's a cigar bar.
Type shit.
Yo, like, I'm telling you, like, you'll be amazed, bro. Like, you will go to places like that. And the thing is, I like to go there a lot of times to talk to the old heads. I'm trying to pick their minds, read their mind. And you never know. You'll see somebody there with little shorts on. They look like they don't got nothing going in life. That person's a multi-millionaire, own multiple businesses. And he's just chilling there like this. And when they see you coming in like as a young dude, they're like,
what you doing here? This is not your type of scene. Yeah, you know?
But then,
I've seen you before.
And on top of that, if you know your cigars, it's even plus. They're like, damn, how you know about this, man? And y'all start like just networking. Yo, where you from? What you do? Oh yeah, I do this. And you never know, bro. That shit just opens mad doors, bro. And me, I'm in the field of business. Like, I'm a serial entrepreneur, literally, right? So I'm in the field of business where wherever I meet people, I like to network and tap in with them and see what is it that I can contribute to see if they can even help me out with something. You never know.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I network with people. Like, I work with cars a lot of the times now. So when I network with people, you never know they got a car, 2 cars, 3 cars. It could be a specific type of car, luxury car that they're working on. They holler at me, next thing you know, one day their car break down, they going, yo, Dave, where you at, yo? boom, boom. And I just pull up on them, help them out with their car, bring it to our shop. You get it fixed.
Yeah. You're a mechanic, bro.
Yeah, man. Got everything, man.
He never gets he giving y'all a game on camera.
Yeah. Network as much as you can, bro. You never know. I'm telling you, you never know, bro. And always keep respect with people, man. Loyal and be honorable. That's how I see it, man.
I feel like those are definitely the traits of a man that we got to start teaching again. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of us now we falling off this train, especially because we got our phones. We got a lot less social.
Hell yeah.
You know, our vocabulary isn't as elegant as it should be. You know what I'm saying? We should be, we should definitely be a little bit more advanced. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about what you don't have. It's about what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, I feel like once we, as a society, right? Because we are the new adults. Like it's our time now. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We on the grill now. You know what I'm saying? Like we about to be the new electricians, new nurses, new doctors. People starting to not die off, but they starting to retire. You feel me? And we got to be the ones to step in. You know what I'm saying? We got to start making certain things, and like how you said, like shaking somebody's hand and staring, look them in the eye, give them eye contact.
Yeah.
That's a basic skill that my grandfather taught me when I was young. Like that was something basic for me. And you say it now, I mean, I know obviously we know it's not, it's a simple task, but it could be hard for some people. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like once we start normalizing the basics that are essential, you feel me, to just our society, I feel like, for me, like, then we'll be on the track to do a lot of the things that people actually want to do.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh yeah, I want to be an entrepreneur. Well, first things first, you gotta learn how to talk, bro.
Yeah.
Feel me? I want to be a motivational speaker. You gotta learn how to talk, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to speak to people. You gotta know what to say, when to say it, how to say it. You know. But we're gonna get there. I feel like we're gonna get there for sure.
I would say one of the biggest advice I could give to anybody is never become big-headed and think that you're too big to get advices from anybody.
Oh yeah. Definitely remain coachable, for sure.
So like treat people how you want to be treated. Treat them with respect. You don't know who you're talking to. You might be talking crazy to a dude and that person might become a future CEO.
Yeah.
And you might need them.
Yeah.
And the worst position you want to be in is in an office looking for a job. Right? And the person that you got to talk to is somebody you shitted on from a few years ago. They're going to look at you and laugh.
That's a fact.
You don't ever want that, bro. Ever.
Yeah, I try to stay very calm, very you know what I'm saying? Very demure. Try to be very, very good to people because you never know. Like you said, you never know who you talking to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even that shorty in high school, I know everybody was calling her top, but she fire now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know one thing I realized? Nah, I'm not about to say some crazy shit. But one thing I realized, right? When you really flip it, right? Everybody, like not everybody, but majority of people who were cool in high school are no longer cool. And the people who were like
seen as the
weirdos,
like the
seen as the bums,
yeah,
elevating like crazy.
That shit like history.
Yeah, shit scary, bro.
Y'all heard that shit when they be like, "Damn, homie, I thought you was the man, homie."
Yeah, it was 50.
Yeah, bro, that eyes, bro. Like
that should be wicked to me now, man. Yeah, I see some of the shorties that I would have done a lot for, and I see them now. Not to shit on y'all, man. I respect y'all. 3 baby daddies. Not looking the same no more. Ain't hitting the same. Some of them will hit you up. Oh man, and I'm just like, you should have gave me play years ago. You would have been here with me.
Crazy, bro. Like
it's
sometimes,
wild, bro.
Yeah,
be like never. Like you look like that now. Like when you start working out. And then be like, damn, what happened to you? Like I know it's some people. I be like, what happened to you, bro? Even niggas I used to be cool in school. Like I ain't gonna lie. You know how like do yearbooks and they be like most likely to be somebody.
Yeah.
And be like, damn, bro, like, I thought you was gonna be like, in the league. I thought you might have been the CEO. Like, and you look at niggas is doing bad, you feel me? But, and then some people are doing great, feel me? But you gotta be kind to everybody and gotta be kind to all souls, feel me? Even the ones that's whack now, feel me?
Yeah, bro.
Even to show you that's not
it
fire.
all goes back to your character, bro.
Let me tell you how I had a moment in high school, right? I carry this moment with me as a reminder of how to move on and treat people, which is why to this day, like, I don't disrespect people unless they try something with me. And even if they do, it's gonna take a lot for me to really disrespect them. I had a moment, yo, my own teammate. I had like 2, 3 of them from track and field. Who was doing a yearbook signing thing, right? And everybody was letting people sign a yearbook. And I had my yearbook. I had a bunch of girls sign it. I'm lit. I'm happy. Then I went ahead and I hollered at my teammates. Most of them, majority of them signed it. But like those 2, 3 people, nah, I'm gonna sign it later. And I'm watching them signing other people's yearbooks, bro. And I'm just like, I do to you. So I asked again, so I'm like, you know what? Let me not assume. Let me try to communicate with my boys, man. I'm like, yo, y'all my boys. I'm like, yo, so my yearbook, bro. What's good? Let me sign a yearbook. They wouldn't even let me sign a yearbook. And then these same people,
wolf, bro.
Weird shit, bro. I ain't say nothing, right? And then graduate. I started doing events. Me and Boo was doing events, and one of them, I invited him to the event, and dude opened it, looked at it, didn't say nothing, then responded later on and said, "Oh, yo, man, I can't make it. I gotta be in college." I said, "Okay, cool." And then it was a former associate that we used to be. We used to be when we was doing events. Remember the New Year's party we did like years ago? And he invited him. He actually didn't even invite the guy. The guy hit him up and bought a ticket and came. So when he came, he comes to the door. He sees me. He's like in shock. He's like, "Oh shit!" He's like in shock. And I looked at him. I'm like, he's like, "Oh, this is your party?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What happened? I thought you was gonna be in college, man." He's like, "Nah, you know, like for me, like we didn't have to go early, so I came in." I'm like, whatever. Nah. To this day now, that same person specifically creep on every post to this day. This is a dude, bro. Creep on every post to this day. He might see this too, man. I got no hate towards you, but you have to be very careful with who you talk to, bro. Because I could have just been like, "Man, you ain't coming to this party. Take your money back. Get the fuck out of here." Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So it's like certain positions that people like could be in and you never know. And I've had that experience in multiple parties that I've thrown, bro. From yacht parties to club parties. Same experience, bro. That's cool. Maybe some girls that even try. Fuck out of here. Don't fucking talk to me. I don't know you. And next thing you know,
how you trying to get?
You skipping the line to get in the 40-40 and they're like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know you." No. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be the thing, bro. People be amazed, bro. Even like whenever I used to like talk or chat it up with like A&Rs and stuff, and I see some of them like really getting like executive positions now, I'm like, damn, bro, these motherfuckers is working. And dumb, you never know. Like, especially if you're in like the music industry, when you see somebody up and coming, treat them with respect. You never know what position they're gonna be in. Once they elevate, bro, they could put you on. They get you signed to a label. You get that bread. You get sponsorship, and you good. You straight.
Yeah.
Feel me? So,
I'll be honest though, like, I'll be nice to somebody because like you said, you never know where somebody's gonna be at in life and shit like that. But I feel like not for nothing, I'm doing it because I genuinely just want to be nice. I ain't gonna lie, I could give a fuck if you're gonna be a rapper and a fucking CEO. I really could care less. You know what I'm saying? Like, great for you. You know what I'm saying? But I think just genuinely being nice to people, genuinely being kind. Like, I feel like that should just be the norm. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who the fuck a person is. Like, all right, boom, you can get me in the party. All right, copy. I appreciate you, my boy. Or you could hook me up. All right, cool. But I feel like that's another thing to it. It could not be genuine. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, "Oh yeah, I'm just being nice to this person," because I in my mind, I'm thinking that one day there'll be somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody could be like, "Oh yeah, nah, kiddo, I fuck with you, bro." One day, bro, he gonna have a break. One day he gonna get up, he gonna remember who I am, type shit. You feel me? So I feel like just be kind to people. Just be nice. Even listen, even if that nigga annoying, even if that girl annoying, you know what I'm saying?
Just
it don't cost nothing. It don't cost nothing to be nice. You know what I'm saying? So
because either way, like, respect still comes with a level of genuineness.
Yeah. True.
You get what I'm saying?
It's true.
So it's like you see them, respect them, shake their hands, boom, start conversations, get to know who it is that you're networking with. Because eventually, that's all it really starts with. Eye contact, shaking hands, communication. Once the communication goes good, the vibe is good, then y'all know, okay, cool, this is a person that you can be friends with. This is a person that you can maybe do business with.
Yeah.
And that's what I always do in the business field, right? So do it come from, okay, seeing that, okay, there's a possibility that maybe I could benefit from something? Yeah, 100%. But does it come from a place of genuine? Yes. That's how I was raised, and that's where, like, you're grounded up into knowing that life is all about building connections, man.
Yeah, that's so proud.
It's all about building connections. But yeah. So we're gonna wrap it up, man. Kato, thank you for
Appreciate y'all.
Coming out, boy.
Let them know your socials so they can like feel me.
I can follow me on Instagram, Kato Smoke, Kato Smoke. Also Selling Faith for me. We on YouTube. We on Instagram. We try to get the Twitter page going because I'm trying to get on my content Twitter shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be included. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can follow me on there. Appreciate y'all boys for having me.
Appreciate you being here, bro.
That's it, bro.
Yo, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button. You feel me? Thank you very much for watching. Deuces.